Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're shooting this 53 Winchester, doing something a little bit different. We're going to shoot it with black powder. So we're going to be shooting 85 grain, 82 grain, and 70 grain bullets. And the 82 grain bullet is pure lead. The other ones are somewhat harder. And so we're going to be shooting these cast bullets out of this 53 Winchester with black powder, and we're going to see what the velocity is, and we're also going to shoot them in the ballistic gelatin just to see what they do. So I hope this will be a really interesting video. A couple of you viewers suggested it, so we're going to check it out and see exactly what the 25-20 does with black powder. Now it doesn't hold anywhere near 20 grains of black powder. It only holds 15 grains of black powder. And that's with it really packed in there good. So we're going to see how well it works with 15 grains of black powder, and we're going to see how well, if any expansion in that ballistic gel. Now I'm assuming that the pure lead bullet will expand. So I think the 25-20, as far as I know, it come out in the smokeless era. It come out in 1895, which is the same year that the 30-30 come out. And some of the high-speed loadings for it would suggest that it was smokeless powder. Although the 25-20 single shot was a little bit longer cartridge, and it was probably always black powder. So let's get to shooting and see what happens. Before we get to shooting, I would like to thank Hawk Knives for sending both the 25-20 cartridges, which were Winchester cartridges, and these bullets. And I'd just like to thank him for sending them bullets out to us in those cartridges so that we could load these up and try them out. This in here is what's the name of that powder? GoX powder. So let's see how fast it's going. I'm kind of low on it. Let's see if it red. I'm kind of low on it. Velocity. It said it was going 1302. So that's an 80. That's an 85 grain bullet. That's not as fast as Winchester said theirs was going, and it's also a little bit lighter than their bullet was. So $13.02. It went all the way through that block of ballistic gel, hit this book, and looking like it went through quite a ways. It actually went all the way through one book and into the other, so can't wait to see what the other ones do. So let me get them loaded up. So I'm gonna aim, this is gonna be the other one, and this is Swiss black powder, and it's actually slightly less grains than that one was, because that one was a little almost 16. This is 15. You know, you really got to lever it in there first. I get bounced off the paper because I seen something fall on the ground. It was 1241 feet a second. And here is the pure lead bullet. It's the green bullet. We're going to shoot it kind of low center. Toward the top. Oh, I think I hit the paper. Not the paper, the wood. This last one into the ballistic gel, and maybe it'll go into the books, and maybe we'll be able to see what it does. That's how fast it went. It was actually going And this one here was 1685. This was, we really crammed the powder in there and got it up to an actual 19 grains of powder, which was really hard. But it was 1685 FPS. Let me make sure you can see that. The sun's just wrong. Everything seems to be wrong today, but we can get it where you can see it. 1685. Well, the red bullet that we found laying on the ground made this hole here, which is obviously tumbled in there. That's what made that radical hole. These 3 straight line wound channels are made by the other remaining bullets. Unfortunately, we didn't have the camera on to catch them going in there. The soft lead bullet was the bottom, but none of them appeared to leave any wound channels worth mentioning other than that red one that left that huge tumbled area. And it hit the books, bounced off, and landed on the ground. We haven't been able to find any of the other bullets. Now that pure lead bullet at 1685 stopped right there. You can see it right there. So it did stop at 1685 feet a second, which was better than any of the other ones did. And nothing was able to hit this book. So 1685 feet a second. Sorry we didn't get them other ones on video, but look at that huge wound channel on that one when it spun like it did. There's your look at those bullets. 1685 feet a second to get it to mushroom out, not zing right through the block. That one there, you can clearly see the rifling on it real good. That's obviously too hard, and that's what we got. 1685 is probably about impossible to get that kind of velocity because we really had to pack hard to get 19 grains of powder in this shell without over packing. And we had to load the bullet long so it wouldn't actually function through the action. I don't know what you guys thought about that, but that was quite a bit of fun. It was interesting, but I think under normal circumstances, you're not going to get any more than 1300 FPS out of a black powder loaded bullet. 1685, that was almost 1700 feet a second. We had to load the bullet long because we couldn't compress the powder enough to get it, you know, where it needed to go. So 20 grains is impossible to get in one of these little bitty cartridges, as far as I could tell. So that's where we're at. It wouldn't be a 2520, it'd be a 2515 if it was black powder. Smokeless powder may be somewhat heavier, but most of the loads that we use are like 10 grains or less, so with smokeless powder. So that's what we come up with. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got to get to cleaning this gun. We don't want that black powder to ruin this nice old gun. We'll get this thing cleaned up, get it taken care of. God bless each and every one of you. Give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. If not, don't give me a thumbs up and I'll quit doing it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Come back and see me, you hear?